So Bad Blood is officially in the books, and let me just tell you that this pay-per-view overall was probably one of the better pay-per-views that we've gotten here in this entire calendar year. And we get it with the return of The Rock. The final boss has made his WWE return officially since WrestleMania. We're going to break it down here tonight, and we're going to start off with the Hell in a Cell match. We start off with CM Punk against Drew McIntyre. This opened up the show. A lot of people were divisive as to what should main event and what should, open up the show. But we got the fact that the Bloodline was going to main event here tonight. So we kind of figured that something big was going to happen. But regardless, we got this match. CM Punk against Drew McIntyre in a Hell in a Cell. And I think this was probably hands down the match of the night between CM Punk and Drew McIntyre. We had a return to form for the Hell in a Cell. The Hell in a Cell returned back to what it should be, what it was originally planned to be, which was this barbaric, structure that, ends rivalries, that is, really gruesome and whatnot. And we got a really fun match here between these two men. It was built that this was going to be the final meeting between Punk and Drew. So going into this, you knew that this was it. This is Hell in a Cell. This is as big as it gets. Me personally, my favorite spot in this entire match, I would probably say, was the suplex from the top rope onto a table that was set up down below. I thought that was a fantastic spot. Both men here were bloody. They had toolbars and whatnot, but it was at the end where Drew brought out this bag, and I thought it was like a bag of thumbtacks or something, but it turns out it was a bag of beads that resembles the beads that were in the CM Punk bracelet. And Drew got a little cocky with that one. Punk countered his maneuver into a back body drop onto the steel steps, which looked fucking just insane. Punk GTS to Drew McIntyre, and Punk walks out. The winner in the Hell in a Cell and the winner of this overall feud. Drew McIntyre looked like he was about to cry because he just lost to CM Punk. What else is he going to do? They made a note of it in the commentary desk. Man, I don't want to know what is going on in Drew McIntyre's head. But this was the match of the night. This was super fun. If you have a chance to watch any match, I say watch this one. This one is legitimately what the Hell in a Cell should be. So we move on to Bayley against Nia Jax. This match was okay. Frankly, I was just waiting for that Tiffany Stratton cash in at the end, and we almost got it, but we didn't get it. She came out and she was teasing that she was going to cash in, and at the end, Nia Jax picks up the victory over Bayley, and Tiffany Stratton doesn't end up cashing in, and she is still Miss Money in the Bank, which I thought that was a sort of strange choice. I said, if you're gonna have her cash in, there's no better spot than to do it at Bad Blood. I mean, this crowd was ready for it. This crowd was anticipating it, but we just didn't get it. I don't know where she's gonna cash in. If it was me, if I had the pen, I would just have her cash in right here tonight. But regardless, it is what it is. We move on next to Damian Priest against Finn Balor. Another, standard match, which ended up in Finn Balor taking the loss, and Damian Priest took the W here, even though the Judgment Day tried to get involved to no avail. I thought it was kind of strange, the fact that Finn Balor ended up losing this match. The only reason I could think of is that, maybe in the future, when the Judgment Day isn't, serving him as well, he kicks out those two idiots, Carlito and JD McDonough. That's the only reason. Overall, this is probably my least favorite match. Either this one or whatnot, but we'll see where this goes. This feud is kind of stone cold, I should say. Then we get sort of a segment where Triple H comes out. He makes an announcement that at Crown Jewel, we're gonna have champion versus champion for the men and the women, and he introduces like this horrendous looking title. They try to play it up how beautiful it is, how beautiful it looks, but I just thought to myself, I said, this title is absolutely ugly. I said, it's just too big. I didn't like it really. This prompts Gunther to come out here, and he makes some remarks, and he also acknowledges the fact that Goldberg is in the front row with his family, his son, his wife. And he acknowledges the fact that, you know what, Goldberg, a couple weeks ago I said that you were my favorite. That's not true. I lied. And he makes a remark at his son saying that, I hope Goldberg is a better father than he is a wrestler. And this prompts Goldberg to get up off his seat. Security starts to restrain him. It looks like it's about to go down when Sami Zayn comes out, attacks Gunther ahead of their match this Monday night. So possibly we may get a Gunther and Goldberg feud, which if we do get it, which I just want to see Gunther just demolish Goldberg at the end and just send him into retirement, because why not? Gunther is the man. I thought this was extremely funny though, the fact that Gunther is just the biggest troll next to Drew McIntyre. He's the biggest troll out there. I thought it was also kind of a little weird having champion versus champion. Like, why would you have Gunther against Cody at Crown Jewel just because it's Crown Jewel? Like, that's a WrestleMania worthy match, and you're just gonna give it away at Crown Jewel. I thought it was a little strange, but regardless, we move on to Liv Morgan against Rhea Ripley with Dominic Mysterio in the shark cage. This was okay. I think Rhea and Liv had a better match at SummerSlam, quite frankly. But as Dom ended up freeing himself from the shark cage and he was dangling, this prompted Rhea Ripley to come with the kendo stick and start hitting him like a piñata when Raquel Rodriguez comes out and attacks Rhea Ripley, and Raquel Rodriguez assists Liv Morgan, and Rhea Ripley wins by disqualification. However, she is not the champion. I kind of figured this was going to happen. Raquel Rodriguez has the most... she has a good reason for why she's doing this to Rhea Ripley, and it also extends the feud between Rhea and Liv. So we kind of figured this was going to happen. And we move on to the main event, which was the anticipated tag team match between Solo Sikoa and Jacob Fatu against Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes. This was the main event here tonight. It was built almost as the Mega Powers teaming up here, and I thought this was a pretty fun match as well. We skipped towards the ending of the match when it looks like Solo Sikoa is going to pick up the victory. It's Roman Reigns with a spear. He kicks out though. The Tongans are out there, obviously. This prompts a hooded figure to come out. He's wearing a bandana. You obviously know who it is. It's Jimmy freaking Uso. Finally, after a long time, Jimmy Uso makes his return, helps out Roman Reigns, and Roman Reigns picks up the W, spear Solo, and Roman and Jimmy have a beautiful moment where they both hug. Jimmy is the only one at this point that still acknowledges Roman from the original sort of bloodline. Roman and Jimmy look at Cody Rhodes, kind of just mutually respect, I guess you could say, and they start leaving the entranceway when Cody gets attacked by the new bloodline, and Jimmy turns to Roman and says, we gotta help him, man. He says, you gave him your word. You gave him your word. This was one night. You gave him your word. We gotta help him. So Roman makes the save. Jimmy Uso, Roman make the save. They attack the new bloodline. They send them scurrying. Roman hands the title over to Cody Rhodes. And just as the show's about to go off the air, if you smell, and The Rock is here. The Rock makes his triumphant return ever since WrestleMania. He is back, and he sort of just gives a stare back at Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes and Jimmy Uso, and shit is about to go down with The Rock returning. He's got to find this whole situation. He's got to look at this situation and not know what to think. Roman Reigns is buddy now with his mortal enemy Cody Rhodes. I mean, this is just not gonna go down as well with The Rock, but I thought it was extremely exciting at the end there. I jumped off my seat. I said, this is what we need. We need some blood pumping back into, SmackDown. But overall, Bad Blood, a solid show, a fun show, a big fight feel show. And let me know what you guys think down below. Did you guys enjoy Bad Blood? What do you think of, The Rock returning back? And until next time, I am out.